Welcome to Trading Analysis. This is Lesson 3 of Module 1 in our Trading Fundamentals course. In the previous lesson, we learned the difference between decision quality and outcome quality. We learned that good decisions can lose money, and bad decisions can make money. Now we're going to take that idea one step further, because even after traders understand probabilities, most still struggle with one thing: getting emotionally attached to individual trades. And that is where problems begin. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever entered a trade and then checked it every 30 seconds? Price goes up a little, you're a genius. Price goes down a little, your trading career is over. 5 minutes later, you're planning to become a real estate agent. Another 5 minutes later, you're convinced you're the next market wizard. Sound familiar? Welcome to trading. Most traders are not actually trading the market, they're trading their emotions. And the reason is simple. They're too attached to the outcome of a single trade. Think about a professional poker player. When they sit down at a table, they already know something important. Even if they make the right decision, they can still lose. That doesn't bother them because they understand probabilities. Their job is not to win every hand. Their job is to make good decisions repeatedly. Trading works exactly the same way. Your goal is not to win this trade. Your goal is to execute your process. The outcome comes later. This is where most traders get stuck. They become emotionally invested in every position. They need the trade to work. They want the market to prove them right. And the second you need a trade to work, you're no longer objective. Now you're emotional. And emotional traders do dangerous things. They move stop losses. They ignore risk. They average into losers. They pray. And trust me, the market has never once responded to prayer requests. So how do professional traders stay detached? Simple. They focus on process, not money. Before entering a trade, they already know where they enter, where they exit, how much they're risking, and what would make them wrong. Once the trade is live, the decision has already been made. There is nothing left to negotiate. No staring at profit and loss every 2 minutes. No emotional decision making, just execution. Here's a simple test. Imagine I offered you a trade right now, but before entering, I told you there was a chance you could lose the exact amount you're risking. Would you still take it? If the thought of that loss makes you uncomfortable, you're probably risking too much. One of the biggest causes of emotional trading isn't psychology, it's position sizing. Most traders are trying to manage emotions when the real problem is they're risking an amount they cannot emotionally tolerate. When risk is too high, fear gets louder, greed gets louder. Every candle suddenly feels personal. The truth is, the market does not know you exist. It doesn't know your entry. It doesn't care about your stop loss. And it definitely doesn't care that you really need this trade to work. Once you understand that, trading becomes much easier because you stop trying to control outcomes and start focusing on controlling what actually matters: your process, your risk, and your execution. If there is one thing I want you to remember from this lesson, it is this: trade the process, not the money. The more attached you are to the outcome of a single trade, the harder trading becomes. The more detached you become, the more consistent your decisions become. And consistency is what creates long-term success. In the next lesson, we're going to explore behavioral traps, revenge trading, and bias, and uncover the psychological mistakes that cause traders to sabotage themselves after wins and losses. I'll see you in the next lesson.
Goodbye!